least likely man you'd want up in a spot like this.
Junior sends a high fly ball down to my, oh my, Ken Griffey Jr.
They say he does it every night, and that was the special one.
The thing I remember about Griffey's that swing, that sweet, smooth swing.
I've never seen anything like it, and I don't think I ever will.
One swing in the back, and it could, wow you.
Number 600 for Ken Griffey Jr.
Welcome back. The 2016 Hall of Fame class consists of two players, Mike Piazza and Ken Griffey Jr., who joins us live on MLB Network. Ken, congratulations. Ruth, Mays, Mantle, Aaron, none of those guys are 99% of the ballot. You made history, 99.3%. Your reaction to today's big news?
Happy and shocked. Happy for, that I get to be in such an elite club. Want to thank the writers for, putting my name down and punching it out at least. But shocked because, anytime somebody else does something for you, it means a lot.
Hey, Junior, I just got to ask you, we've all talked about what we thought about your playing career and how much fun you had. I guess I got to ask you, what was your mindset when you came to the big leagues and started to play baseball?
That I just wanted to play baseball. Being a teenager, didn't have the understanding of, the media, the fans, the draw, because, I basically, come from high school. I mean, if you look at it, I played, under 130 games in the minor leagues. So, I come from, that your mom and dad, a couple friends, uncles and aunts come to the game to, oh my, there's 30,000 people. And, I knew I could play baseball. It was just the adjustment of getting to know people and growing. And, the one thing I just wanted to do was go out there and play.
Ken Letter here. Congratulations. I admired you from the other side of the field and watched you in every facet the way you played, and you played it right. I'm curious, as your career progressed, what part of your game did you either focus on or work on the most? Because to me, watching you, it looked all so easy.
No, the things that, my dad has always told me, go in a cage, people don't need to see you do your work. As long as you do it, that's the important thing. So I built a batting cage in my house, and I'd hit, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's when I wanted to hit. And I tried to do things where nobody was watching, because people have a tendency to show off when people are watching. So I wanted to be that guy that I knew that I got it done and nobody else was watching. And so I did a lot of things in the hours of, 11:30 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's when some people do their best work. Bob Costas, Ken, congratulations. Many Hall of Famers are kind of on the borderline, so they're on pins and needles, and they can't really let themselves look ahead. In your case, foregone conclusion. You could have begun writing your acceptance speech the day you retired. Have you put pen to paper yet?
No. I think everybody knows how, well, in case you don't know, I'm really superstitious. I have played in the Hall of Fame game 3 times, and I've never set foot in the building. I've never even seen the front of it. I've gone directly from the field to the hotel and the hotel to the bus and never looked at the front of it, because the one time that I wanted to go in there, I wanted to be a member of it.
Well, let me just follow up. So
Bob.
you played 3 times at Doubleday Field. Every time I've been there, I've always thought if I grabbed the bat and got the right pitch, I might be able to clear the wall. How many home runs would you have hit if Doubleday Field was your home park?
I have a few more. I did tell Lou. I told Lou, as a quick story, I told Lou, I said, look, if I hit a double, I'm going to steal third. A sacrifice fly, I'm going to score, and that's the only bat I want. He says, if you do it, then, okay, I'll let you off. So I hit a double, stole third, sacrifice fly. I looked at him, he goes, and he just shook his head like, okay, go on in. So I went inside and hung out inside the gym that's right across the street.
Well, there are so many people connected to your career, Ken, that are celebrating as we speak, and one of them is standing by right now who has a special message for you, your first big league manager, Jim Lefevre. Jim, what do you have to say to Ken?
Congratulations, Ken. All I can say is that when your fellow Hall of Famers go out there and give you that kind of support, it tells you how much you meant to the game of baseball. And you did it every day. From the first day I saw you to the day we departed, unfortunately, you were always a pleasure. And you brought a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and you brought the Northwest, the Northwest part of the country to Seattle. And every day, everybody just was excited to see you play and was excited about that. But as far as the manager's concerned, you were special. There was no problem whatsoever. Problems with other guys were always, is he getting too much publicity? Well, go out and do something once in a while. Maybe you'll get more publicity. But your father, I want to say one thing. One of the things that I always remember, Junior, is when your dad came, they asked us to, would you be willing to have your father? I said, I don't want to turn this into a dog and pony show. Not a father and son. Can your father still play? They said, of course he can. So we brought him in, but I'll never forget his first at bat in the Kingdome. We had a big deal, and you were getting up there to hit. And our dugouts were really close. I'll never forget this as long as I live. As he went up there to hit, you said, come on, Dad. Come on, Pops, give me a hit. I'll never forget that as long as I live. A tear came out of my eye and says, usually the dad telling the son to do something, but here now the student would say, come on, Pops, get a hit. And then the back-to-back home runs. What can you say? I mean, you were just magical for our team, for the game of baseball, and now you're being rewarded for it. And I just want to congratulate you for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey.
But the whole thing about that story, I got a chance to tell him something I've always wanted to say, is I got to protect him for 6 weeks. He got to protect me for 17 years. So it was my way of saying, hey, get a hit and let's go. So, it was a lot of fun playing with my dad. I learned a lot. I think I learned more in the 6 weeks about hitting than I did in 17 years of watching, because it was somebody who looked like me and someone I could talk to, even though, they put me under, what was his alias? George Smith, and I was George Jetson for senior, junior. So,
hey, Skip, thank you, appreciate you. Jim Lefevre, thanks for being around, appreciate that. Hey, Junior, we're gonna wrap it up with you, man. Is there any message, anybody out there? I know Buhner and the boys are watching, so you better say something to them.
I had so much fun playing with those guys. I had teammates, especially early, we were all young and we pushed each other. If you didn't have thick skin in that locker room, you didn't survive. And, I want to thank all you guys for pretty much, molding me into the person I am.
Wow. Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. Congratulations, Ken.
Thank you.
Get to writing, man. Get to writing.
One Hall of Fame interview down, one more to go. After the break, Mike Piazza joins us.